Hello, everyone. Please let me know if the volume is okay. Harumi, Unicorn Paws, Ban, DA, Right Place, Wrong Person. How is everyone doing? Volume is good? Okay, perfect. So I thought that today we could talk about the results of the streaming party. How are you? Today I feel okay. It's just that for some reason, I don't know why my throat hurts a little, but I'm drinking hot water, so I feel better. I'm not really sick. It's just my throat is dry for some reason. Can you make summary videos to these lives? Because 3 hours long live is too long to watch. Yes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should clip some videos and upload them as videos because that would be a lot. I don't know. Maybe I could put timestamps on some videos, but on the live streams, but I'm trying to figure out how to do that. My first time watching this live, I'm happy to learn new things. Welcome everyone who is watching for the first time. Menos mal YouTube sí me notificó. It's kind of weird that sometimes notifications don't work. How is Bora's sister doing? She's doing fine. But like she mentioned, at this time, she's working. That's why she can only be here on Friday at around 6 ET, 6 p.m. ET. Timestamps are a good idea. Okay, so probably I'll start doing timestamps. Always, I always miss your life because it's midnight for me. Yeah, it's always going to be a weird time in some places. But unfortunately, right now it's the only time when I am free to do the live streams. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today. What time is it for you? Here is 4:30 ET. Where I am. 4:30. 10 p.m. for me. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Oops. Did you watch Jin Netflix new program? Not yet, but I'm seeing all the promotions. And I'm so excited because I'm definitely watching it. 4:30, 9, 10:30. For a lot of people, it's 10:30. Oh, it's in Europe, in France. That makes sense. It's 1:30 in LA and it's perfect time for my lunch break. Bora, hoy viste el live de J-Hope. I could not watch J-Hope's live stream, but I did watch the one before that. Um, but yeah, I was not able to watch the latest one. Okay, so from people here who was aware of the 7 day streaming party that I shared on my community post, because we're going to talk about that because now I have some results about what how we did. Almost everyone missed the live. Yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't know why. Me, not me. I did the 7 days streaming. Okay, so a lot of you know about at least know about the project. So we talked about it on the last day of May. Um, it was on the last day of May. I believe we had a live stream and we started talking about the streaming, and then we decided that we would choose 7 specific songs to focus on. And I said, okay, so maybe we can do some kind of a streaming party for 7 days. Um, and that's what I did. I shared playlists of 20 minutes, 1 hour and a half, 3 hours, and 7 hours for each of these 7 songs. And it was from April 1st to April 7th. I was able to stream for the first 2 days. You and a lot of people, because I believe the days um that had most people participating were day 1 and 2. But I'm going to share the results. Okay, perfect. Here. So this is the 7 day streaming party from April 1st to April 7th. I was so busy I barely got to participate, but I did stream 3 days. Okay, that's totally fine. So we'll see how many people joined. So first of all, a disclaimer, I'm very bad with numbers, so I apologize in advance for any mistakes, mostly when it comes to the charts because I'm going to show a lot of charts. I believe I didn't make any mistakes when it comes to the numbers because I counted every single comment. Um math isn't math is mathing. I counted every single comment, and I believe those numbers are correct. It's just sometimes the charts with the percentages and all of that, I make some mistakes. So if I make any mistakes, I'm sorry. Okay. Do you still believe that their comeback is going to be that big when the majority of our fandom doesn't know how to stream properly? I know that it's going to be big 100% because um, a lot of the fandom and the general public is just not paying attention to BTS at the moment. Um, the solo projects are big, yes. However, um, BTS is more is more known in pop culture, and just their comeback is already on the news. So people are going to pay attention to it 100%. And we need to realize that BTS has a lot of casual listeners as well, not just armies. I stream every day but didn't comment most days. That's also okay, but I did focus just to be sure. I focus most of these numbers on the comments because that is basically confirmed streams. Okay, so let's see. I did like 3 or 4 days. One day I lost my phone. I don't have excuse for the rest days. That's fine. It's just important to know um how we usually do. Okay. So these are the first results. These are how many armies participated. So for day 1, these are only confirmed people participating. I'm sure that a lot of you guys maybe participated in some of these days and you didn't comment, but I cannot confirm that. I could only guess that. However, I can confirm this because people went out of their way to comment and sometimes even explain. Like, I saw so many comments saying I'm going to work now and I'm playing the 20-minute playlist. Or I just got back from work and I did the 3 hours playlist. So these are only the confirmed numbers that I can confirm. But if you did it and you didn't comment, it's totally fine. However, I cannot confirm that you yeah, you stream. I didn't comment. I didn't comment. That's okay. It's just important to know. It's still like an approximation. Okay. So as you can see here, numbers, I'm sorry, the days that most people participated in were in day 1 and 2. Most people were aware of it. Most people realized that there was this project on days 1 and 2. And from then, it started slowing down a little bit, especially when it comes to participation. So each of these is each playlist. So this is the 20-minute playlist, the 1 hour and a half playlist, the 3 hour playlist, the 7 hour playlist. Um, so as you can see here, for most days, most people participated in a 7 hour playlist. And I believe this is because since I counted the comments, people, I feel like sometimes Army are more likely to comment that they stream the 7 hour playlist compared to the 20-minute playlist. Because maybe when you do the 7 hour playlist, you're proud of it because it's a big thing to do. But maybe some people were very, very busy and only played the 20-minute playlist and didn't comment. However, like I said, this is just an approximation based on the comments on streams that I can confirm happen. Mm, okay. So the biggest day was definitely day 2. Then it was day 1. And then it starts slowing down from day 3. Day 3 is 202. Day 4 is 192. Day 5 is 155. And this is because this big drop is because it was a Saturday. And we always do bad on the weekends. And I don't think it's just Army, it's in general. Everyone um, in general tends to listen to music during the weekdays because that is when you go to work and you drive or you're in transportation waiting to go somewhere else. So during the weekends, people don't really listen to music, including armies, of course. So I understand why Saturday was the day with the least streams. Okay, so next, how many armies saved playlists? So this is different because sometimes armies would save playlists and they will not necessarily listen to them. So I cannot confirm if people listen to this playlist or not. These are just people who save the playlist. We need to get rid of weekend syndrome. Yeah, unfortunately, I understand what the numbers overall drop during the weekends. Um, just in general, when I see the Spotify counter. Like I understand that, but this is a project by armies in like between armies, and we're supposed to really focus on Saturdays as well. Um, I'm curious though is that if the streams from 7 hour playlists were counted because I heard we need to interact with the playlist, otherwise the streams won't be counted. For people like me who did the 7 hour one while sleeping, yes. So the reason why so many people are using 7 hour playlists while sleeping, streams are definitely going to be deleted. Um, it's just the way it is. It's always going to happen. The 7 hour playlists are more especially made for when you go to sleep, because it is better when you interact with the playlist. However, because the majority of these songs, we don't really care about charting these songs. We don't really, at this moment, we don't care about charting Lost, Running Wild, More, Hegum, or Fake Love because these are all songs. So just so you know, some K-pop songs and non-K-pop songs as well have 1 billion streams, even though people are looping them. They are looping and looping and looping. We don't do that. Um, but just by looping, we technically can get songs to 1 billion, like other K-pop groups do. Other K-pop fandoms loop the songs and loop them, and they get to 1 billion, and Spotify gives them a 1 billion plaque. So when it comes to the songs that we don't care about charting right now because they are not charting, like Lost, Running Wild, More, and Hegum and Fake Love are not charting right now. Running Wild is charting. Where is it charting? But the songs that we do need to be careful right now is the Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams. Where is Running Wild charting? I need to know. On Spotify, Spotify Global. Does volume matter? Yes. Um, I believe it has to be more than 50%. What I do is I put all the volume up on the Spotify app and then mute, or my computer it's a different volume, so I just lower down that one. Basically, all K-pop songs that are over 1 billion except BTS ones are a result of looping mostly. Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. And at this point, um I'm not saying to loop. Actually, we didn't. Like I never encouraged anyone to loop any BTS song. But when it comes to fake love is so old. And I'm not saying loop, but I'm saying that you need to relax a little bit more with the rules of streaming. Because even if they delete them, in the end, they are going to count. They delete them and they don't, if they delete them, that doesn't matter because it's not about charting. There is a difference between unfiltered and filtered streams. For Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams, we need those filter streams. It's very important for us to be careful and interact with the playlist. But for the other songs, we just need the 1 billion plaque. And for that, you you can relax with all the rules. Level up. I stream at work the whole time I'm here. Have half the nurses at the nurses station singing along now. That is awesome. But armies get very discouraged with streams when the streams get deleted from Spotify. This is what I'm saying, that I understand that that is a big problem. However, that should not stop us this much. That in the comment section, I see a lot of people with that worrying about that. However, it's better that more armies join, because right now it's not about being filtered or unfiltered. It's about not enough people joining. Not enough armies are listening to these songs. That is the truth. It doesn't matter if we're talking about filter or unfiltered. All our numbers are very low. That is the truth, okay? And remember, like, I'm not even, these numbers, none of these numbers have to do with filter or unfiltered. These numbers are just from my comment section. People saying that I stream. I counted each of these comments. More people streaming means more streams total. That means more of both filter and unfiltered. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is what I'm trying to say. And I was not able to express exactly what I was trying to say, what I was thinking. Listen to that comment, please, everyone. More people streaming means more streams total. That means more of both filter and unfiltered. That is the truth. I understand that we worry a lot about our streams being filtered and unfiltered or whatever. I understand that, and that is an important thing to worry about. I'm not saying that it's not. It is an important thing to worry about. But at this point, filter or unfiltered, you're overthinking it. We are all overthinking everything too much. If you just stream more, we are going to get more numbers, filter and unfilter. Just do it. That is the problem. And you will see, as you can see here, look at these numbers from day one. Everyone is like, okay, we're going to participate. We start participating. Look at the difference. Look how tall these numbers are. And look how small the last they are. This is what happens. This is what happens. I understand we need to be worried. We need to be worried about filtering and unfiltered streams 100%. However, sometimes you just need to relax a little and just listen to more playlists, listen more times. Um, I think it's just I think it's just that it's difficult to stay consistent 100%. Like for songs like Fake Love, come on, even if it's filter or unfiltered streams, we just want a billion plaque because that's an old song. Exactly. That's why I'm saying that other K-pop fandoms just have a 7-hour playlist of that one song all the time. Like it repeats infinitely. And they get the 1 billion plaque. It works. When it comes to the 1 billion plaque, it doesn't matter if it's filtered or unfiltered. That doesn't matter. Okay, I understand. Running Wild isn't all um it's isn't all doing. It's nominated for this year's award show. I totally understand, but like someone else said in the comment section, filter or unfiltered, the numbers for Running Wild are simply low. Yes, like it's a newer song and it's important for us to stream it correctly, but we just need to stream it more. Some people are so afraid of doing it incorrectly that they don't do it at all. Longevity is key. We have to be consistent about streaming. One is bigger than zero. If it comes to your mind, play it. Add to your playlist. Add your playlist. Exactly. 7 hours is better than nothing. Because that's the other thing. You are scared of the 7 hour playlist, let's say. Let's say you play it once and Running Wild is 40 times in that 7 hour playlist. Let's say half of those, which is a lot, let's say half of those get deleted because you're streaming incorrectly or whatever. That is still 20 streams. It's better than zero because you were afraid of streaming that 7 hour playlist. So you didn't stream it at all. So you didn't stream at all during at night. So that is okay. 20 get deleted. 20 get 20 times are listened to still. 20 is better than zero. Still, I recommend just changing playlists. That is the best way to do it. Especially changing profiles if you have many Spotify accounts. However, if you can't, if you're extremely busy, don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Just play a playlist. Only Spotify. Right now, I am only focusing on Spotify, but I believe I'm going to do something next with YouTube. I know some people ask me about Apple Music, but the truth is that I don't have an Apple Music account and I don't know how to use it. I have one, but it's kind of complicated because you need like an Apple ID or something, and I'm just so confused. So I will have to look into that. But for now, this today is just about Spotify, but soon I will focus also on YouTube. Okay, so that is How Many Armies Save playlist. So there's a difference between actually people who participated, and I can confirm that they participated because they commented. However, these are How Many Armies Saved the playlists. So these numbers are way higher. Um, for example, for day one, 558 people saved the 1 hour and a half playlist. Then 450, 471. These numbers are way higher. However, by the end of the project, by day seven, only 141 people saved the 1 hour and a half playlist. And also 140 people saved the 3 hour playlist, and 179 people saved the 7 hour playlist. So way less. Actually, I don't save. That's totally fine though. These are just an approximation and estimation. I confess I didn't save the playlist. That is totally fine because if you didn't save the first playlist, you're not going to save the last playlist. So it's fine. These are just when it comes to people who actually save the playlist in general. Can we do this project again and make it big? If make it a big event across all social media platforms? Eventually, I do want that. However, I just wanted to see um what can we spontaneously do? What really happens? What is really happening when we don't promote a streaming party? When what we can actually do just us. So these are the raw numbers. These are how many armies save. No, how many armies stream their save playlist. So for example, this is crazy because when I found this out, this is crazy. So for the 500 from the 558 people who saved that first playlist, only 65% confirmed that they listened to the playlist. So what about the other 500 people? Where are the other 500 people? Maybe they did listen to it, some of them, but it's still like a big difference. It's still a big difference. Now, by the end, we have the committed people. Like you see on day 7 how only, quote unquote, only 179 saved that last playlist, but 62 of those participated, which is way better than a lot of people saving the playlist and not listening to it. I think so. Guys, it's okay if you didn't comment. I'm just saying that this is just an estimation. This is just an estimation of how we did in general. Okay. Next, we have how many armies liked the project versus how many armies participated. So, this has more to do with how many people were aware that the project existed. So, for example, for this is about the community posts. So, for day one had 2,500 likes. That is a lot of people liking the project. And if they like it, it's because they are being aware that the project exists and they are aware that, and they like the project. They are aware that it exists and they like the project so much so that they went out of their way to like the post. Um, However, from those, only 212 people participated that I can confirm. And as you can see, it's pretty even. Pretty much every single day, 200 people participated. And even though there were thousands of people liking the post, I can only confirm that 200 people participated every single day. Bora, do you think about going public on Twitter? I understand that it would be very helpful. It's just that it's just too messy. Like, I cannot do it. I'm sorry. I can share it on my community post, and if you want to share it on other social medias, I will totally understand. But I just cannot do it. Okay. So as you can see, so many people may like the post, but the ones who actually participated and that I can confirm that participated is about 200 people um, overall each day. So here's another thing. This is the percentage of subscribers who participated. Now, I have 76,000 subscribers. So out of the 76,000 subscribers, how many people participated? The maximum number of likes on a post, let's say that it is 2,500 likes. Let's say that every single person from that watched that post streamed at least once. They participated in the project. They are aware that it exists. That would be 3.3% of my overall um, audience from my subscribers. This may seem like a bad thing, but it is actually pretty exceptional. I put this here. Note, this is actually pretty good. There is a common rule in YouTube that says that only 1% of your subscribers are active. 3.3% is exceptional. And I know this. I was expecting 1% of people to participate, and actually 3.3% is a lot, um, which is pretty good. So in that sense, we're doing pretty good. I also think sharing on Instagram would be good because I follow army accounts and they usually get a lot of engagement, but I rarely hear about streaming. Yeah, so that's the other thing. I don't know how we can really promote the idea of streaming without saying the word streaming, because I will show you guys in the end some of the comments that I have in the comment section. And so many people are terrified of the word stream. TikTok, maybe. I don't know how we can make some kind of game or activity, something fun that doesn't involve the word streaming, because it's scary. When I saw some of the comments, I was like, people are really scared of the word streaming. Listening party, definitely listening party sounds way better than streaming. I would use listening party or bingo stream. Yes, bingo stream, I like it. Listening battle. I prefer those those words, because people are terrified of streaming, because they are terrified of, if they want to help and they want to stream, they are terrified of streaming incorrectly. And if they don't want to participate, they just say, I hate streaming and I don't ever stream. Even though they listen to BTS music, they just don't know that it's the same thing. I'm sure that those people don't want to stream. They need vibes. So the song should be catch for them to make them stream it. Yes. When it comes to TikTok and Instagram and all of that, I just believe that we really need to. This sounds crazy, but just hear me out. We need to make the songs go viral within the fandom. So have like fun edits or something. Like I'm not completely sure about how we can promote streaming without saying the word, hey, you have to stream because we are doing very low. It's scary. It scares everyone away, and people are terrified of the word scream or streaming. So we just need to remind them that, hey, by the way, remember that this song exists and that is amazing. So they have to we have to make the songs go viral first, at least within the fandom. At least within the fandom. TikTok and Instagram army are living in their own world. They promote other songs using BTS. Yes, and that is because they see that the song keeps being brought up in K-pop on TikTok, or it's like a trending song, or not necessarily trending, but it's like a popular song. We need to make BTS songs go popular and go viral, at least within our own fandom. So people who are more casual armies are reminded that the song exists and that they love it and that they have to listen to it. See, everyone, this is an example. Moonchild said, I didn't participate in this mostly because I don't like listening to the same song, and I have this idea of streaming means listening to the same constantly with two or more different songs in between. That is a problem, because that is what people are saying in the comments. I'm afraid of streaming incorrectly. I don't know what to do, when all they had to do is click the link. They were so scared of messing the streaming, like messing the streaming up. Like, it's not that complicated. And if you don't want to stream the playlist because you don't want to stream two songs in between or whatever, or the same song being repeated again and again and again, you can stream your own way, but you just have to do it. And actually, Moonchild, the first playlist is not, it's only 20 minutes, and each song is one time. So that is why we need to take the fear away from streaming. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So, for how long do armies stream? Most armies who participated, I believe, are very dedicated to streaming. So, most armies who participated in this specific project, they listen to the 7 hour playlist. Now, in second place is both the 3 hour playlist and the 1.5 hour playlist. In the end, there's only the 20-minute playlist. And I believe this is because most armies who didn't have the time and who just listen to the 20-minute playlist are less likely to admit that they can only stream the 20-minute playlist. I don't know if I'm making sense because the 7 hour playlist, I believe armies, okay, so armies finish the 7 hour playlist and they are proud that they finished this very complicated playlist. They did it. So they are more likely to comment, hey, by the way, I just finished the 7 hour playlist. They're more proud of achieving this. That is why more people who participated in this project commented, actually, I did the 7 hour playlist. Okay, so as you can see, I counted each song. So these are our total streams for each focus song. So how many streams did this little project? I didn't promote it or anything. I just shared this project on my community posts. So thank you for everyone who participated. The ones who commented at least. I have those numbers. Unfortunately, I don't have any numbers from other people because they didn't comment, but this is actually pretty good. So, just from the comments, we have 7,000 streams for Lost. We did 8,000 streams for Running Wild. We did 7,000 streams for More. We did 7,000 streams for Hegum. We did 15,000 streams for Mona Lisa. We did 8,000 streams for Sweet Dreams and 6,000 streams for Fake Love. So this is pretty good because I'm just one channel. Imagine if a lot of army accounts joined and did like this big thing. So this is just from my community post. And like I showed you, this was just like 200 people 200 people a day. So yeah, we did that. So thank you for everyone who participated. We did this. These are our numbers. I am actually a student, so it gets tough for me to stream too much. But I at least try to stream the 20-minute playlist 2 to 3 times and the 1 hour and a half playlist one time. That is awesome because that is the point. That is why I did different playlists of different times. And I told people, use the one that you can use. It's totally fine if you can just do the 20-minute playlist. Streaming those songs once a day, it's better than none at all. So, just for this project overall, I'm actually very surprised with the results. Like I said, I was expecting 1% of my audience to participate, but it was actually 3.3. So that is pretty good. And we did all of these numbers just from the project, just from the playlist. We did all of these numbers. And of course, Mona Lisa was repeated a lot more times. Um, I did the mistake of I made the mistake of not including Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams enough during the first day, but I corrected it. People um, told me that I should change that, and I completely agree. And I changed it immediately, and we did 15,000 streams for Mona Lisa just from my playlist. So that is pretty good. Pilar, where do I join the group to do the party listening? You can do it on your own. You don't have to join any group. Just go to my YouTube channel's community post, and the links of the playlist are there. You just have to listen to them, and that's it. Are you thinking of continuing this project? This project was mostly just to see where we are, see how many people actually participate, and how much time armies are willing to spend just listening to the playlists. And now I have an idea. I actually find this idea really great because of the playlist. It gets really easier to for us to stream whenever we open our PCs. That's what I was trying to do. Just give you guys links, and just so you can click on the links and just listen to the playlist. Nothing too crazy. Nothing. Create your own playlist and do this and do that and two songs in between or three songs in between. It's too much of a guide. I just wanted people to click on a link, at least for this first try of a project. You meant to you have an idea of where we are? Yes. I wanted to know where we are right now, how we're doing right now, how many people are willing to participate in a project. So now I know. We did pretty well, I would say. Yes, like I said, I was expecting about 1% of the 65,000 subscribers to participate, because that is usually what people do on YouTube. So, for example, when a YouTuber has a sponsor, the amount of subscribers who are going to click on that sponsorship is just 1% of the YouTube channel's audience. And that's what I was expecting as well. But we did more than 1%. It's the people who participated were not just 1%, were 3%, which is pretty good. I don't have a premium account to join Station Head, so I just enjoy being a DJ on my own streaming parties every day. Yes, and also what we did here was not with Station Head. Um, I just shared playlists so people can listen to them their own time, um, their own way. Nothing too crazy. For countries that Spotify and YouTube is banned, please tell me what's the solution. Which countries are YouTube and Spotify are banned, and how are you watching this? I guess with a VPN. Um, I'm not sure. I didn't know that there were countries where Spotify and YouTube both were banned. Hey Bora, if I play EDM version of Dynamite, would that be counted as a stream for the original version? No. The remixes are good when is the time of release. So if you want to listen to remixes right now, you have to listen to Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams remixes, because those count for the Billboard charts. Not just for the US, but for any country. Countries have their own charts, and those count as well. So remixes are good right now. But the remixes for Running Wild, for example, people are saying that Running Wild counts because it's charting. But let's say Fake Love. Fake Love has a rock remix. So that wouldn't really add to Fake Love. So I would say no, don't. It's not necessary for you to stream Fake Love rock remix. That wouldn't add to the original song. The remixes are for charting. So right now we can stream Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams remixes. Now it's recommended, but after, not really. Right now, yes, stream Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams. Please, the remixes and the original songs, everything. Mm, can we do another streaming party? Yes. I just did this to see how well we were doing, just without any promotion, just out of nowhere. Um, But if I plan one with more dedication and more specific, I think we can do another one. Okay, so here's more. Our total streams for each focus song. So we selected 7 songs, one for each day, and two of those songs definitely had to be Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams. Because those are the newest songs. Those had to be part of the 7 days. But the other songs are songs that are very, very far away from their goals. Um, for Lost, Running Wild, More, and Hegam to get to 1 billion, there is like so much time. In some cases, years. We're so far away, so far away. These songs are going to get to 1 billion in years. So that's why we decided to choose those. Um, and of course, Fake Love is the next song that is about to reach 1 billion. So we included that as well. Please don't delete the playlist. Many of us could continue to stream. I'm not deleting the playlist. The playlists are going to stay there just in case anyone wants to listen to them still. Okay, so of course, 26% of the entirety of these focus songs streams is Mona Lisa, 26%. And then the total streams for the 7 focus songs is 60,000 streams. We did 60,000 streams for these 7 songs, our focus songs, our chosen songs. That's 60,999 streams. Question: does it matter which Running Wild I stream on Spotify, or should I stream one specific very often? Um, right now, you just have to make sure that you're streaming any song with any cover that says Running Wild, not remix. You can choose, I believe there are 4 versions of Running Wild. There's one that is a red cover, one that is a green cover, one that is a blue cover, and one that it combines different colors. It's kind of like a Christmas cover. So those are 4 covers, but it is one song that's Running Wild. So right now, if you can make your own playlist, listen to all of those versions, but they are all called Running Wild, not Running Wild something remix. I love the band version remix. Yeah, me too. But yeah, just make sure that you're streaming any version, any cover, it doesn't matter. Actually, it's better if you change it up from time to time. Um, just not the remixes, not right now. The remixes right now focus on Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams. And from our total streams are 93,779 streams. These include songs, the focus songs, like I said, we did 60,000 streams for all of the 7 focus songs. However, I also included other songs. I included Winter Ahead, I included 3D, I included Who, because those are closer to 1 billion. I also included, um, I believe, a Spring Day, because after Fake Love, it was also the next song closer to 1 billion. I included albums. I included Right Place, Wrong Person. I included Hope on the Street, Jack in the Box, Happy. I included albums as well, and some songs from Proof as well. So all of those songs add to three no 32,000 streams. We did 32,000 streams for all of those songs, for albums and Winter Ahead and Who and 3D and all of those. But for our 7 songs, we did 60,999 streams, a total of 93,779 streams. Mm, Sometimes you guys have conversations on on the comments, and I don't understand because I miss the beginning of the conversation. Mm, okay, so these are some common comments. So especially during days 1 and 2, I received some comments that said, "Thank you for this project, but I'll do it later though." So basically, people sometimes, armies are aware that we have a project, but they decide that we are not going to participate. That they, sometimes people say, "Actually, right now I'm too busy, but good for you. Good that you're doing this. I'm not going to do it though, but I love that for you." So I understand that people sometimes are very, very busy, but that's why I did the 20-minute playlist for them. Um, just with the very, very basic songs. That songs that definitely needed to be streamed at least once. Um, so that's what a lot of people said, especially during day 1 and 2. During day 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, I didn't see any of these comments. But during days 1 and 2, I did see this comment. "Thank you for this. Thank you for doing this, but I'm not going to do it. I'll do it later. Right now, I'm not going to do it." That is one. Another thing is another comment. "Thank you, but remember about Dynamite's 2 billion goal on YouTube, and Winter Ahead's goal, and Who's goal, and this other video on YouTube, and this other song, and remember about this, and remember about that." So I totally understand that. Like, I totally get it, and I understand. Everyone is trying to, there it's just so many. Guys, there's just so many goals. Because people keep saying, "Remember that we have like a list for 100 million streams, and there's this goal and this record, and there's this other thing." It's just too much. Like, I'm trying to focus on 7 songs. um and sometimes adding and adding and adding and adding. By the way, I did include Winter Ahead and Who and other songs that are very important. I included other songs. It's just that they are not the priority for this specific project. For this specific project, it's just um 7 songs. Please don't take the comments personal. 100%, like, it's totally fine. Especially from this, it's fine. um I don't take it personally, because I don't see this just on my project. I see it everywhere. Um, I just find it interesting that I also find it here. I make playlists for streaming, and it's so overwhelming at times. I understand that it can be very overwhelming, but that's because we try to make it very overwhelming. There are so many casual armies that just, if they just knew that they can listen to certain songs one time a day, that is better than zero that they are doing right now. So many armies are streaming 0 times. Zero. Okay, so I don't understand some of the comments. I'm trying to understand what people are saying in the comments, but I don't understand. Mm, okay. So let's go to the next one. Another comment is what a lot of you guys are saying actually right now here on the live stream. "Okay, but how to stream these playlists? I don't know how to stream." This comment was in every single day. And it's because I share the playlist, and all you have to do is click the playlist, and that's it. You just have to click the playlist and click play. That's it. But I believe that so many armies um, have this idea of, and I understand because there are rules. So we need to have a certain number of songs in between each focus song. So we stream correctly. But it's come to a point that people are afraid of streaming, of clicking a playlist. And I believe that is a little bit of a problem because people are so scared of streaming that they are not going to stream just because they are afraid that their streams are going to get deleted. When they don't know that even if they half of those streams get deleted, that half is still better than zero because of fear. Mm, we need to stop othering people as not real army just because they don't do exactly what you would. Yes. Yes, 100%. Because so many people say that, um, especially for this first comment. Thank you, I'll do it later though. They'll do it later because they genuinely are scared. Like sometimes they are scared of the word streaming. Sometimes they don't want to participate in a project because they are scared of even the notion of having a project and to participate in it. Um, we just need to normalize listening to music, listening to BTS's music. Yes, knowing the rules and everything are important, but just listening is better than stressing people out with all of these rules that I know are important, but not everyone wants to listen to that. And there are casual armies, and they are the majority. They are the majority of the fandom. Many use Apple. Yes. Some of the comments were, can I stream this but on Apple Music? And I just don't have, like I said, I don't know how to use Apple Music, but Apple Music is actually better because the filtering is way less and it counts more. So we should actually focus a lot more on Apple Music. Mm, so that is all. Does anyone have any comments? So, what we can do, as you can see, I believe it's not just this project specifically, is all projects. It starts very high with very high participation. A lot of people participate. And in the end, people are going to slow down. It's going to happen. So, what can we do? What kind of project can we do? So, actually, let's do this. Okay. Mm, Honestly, I have no idea how to stream on Apple Music. Every guy is so different. I need step by step from creating account to streaming. Definitely, we need, I think, a guide on creating an account, but streaming on Apple Music is extremely easy. Even if you do a playlist 100% incorrectly, your streams count more than on Spotify. On Spotify, they will delete if you make mistakes or whatever. But on Apple Music, it's not as harsh as Spotify. Like they will filter way less streams and they count more in general. On Apple, we can loop. Yes, that is also another thing. That's why I see people having Apple Music playlists with, let's say, for example, we're focusing on Mona Lisa. So the playlist is like Mona Lisa another song. Mona Lisa, another song. Mona Lisa, another song. You cannot do that on Spotify. Put Mona Lisa that amount of times. But on Apple Music, you can. Paid platform privileges. Exactly. That is why it all counts. My goodness. Every platform counts for charts, especially the premium ones. Yes, and that is also another comment that a lot of people said. I don't have a premium Spotify account. So are my views going to count? Yes, they're going to count. Just a little bit less, but that's fine. It's better to stream than not at all. Even if the streams get deleted. BTS lover, but even with BTS, I'm sorry, but even with paid Spotify, it doesn't count all listens. I totally understand that, but I believe that we need to change this mentality that our streams get deleted, our streams get deleted. It's true and it's frustrating. I understand. But because of that, I see on my comment section that a lot of armies are scared of streaming at all. They just don't do it because they're so scared. So it's like, yes, the streams are going to get deleted, but it's better if you even try. Um, I think we need to change this mentality because so many armies are now scared of streaming at all. I saw that on my comment section. People were like, um, people were like, I heard that our streams get deleted. I don't know what should I do? I think they would even ask, how should I click the link to not get the streams deleted? That's how paranoid armies are. And I totally get it. I am also as well. I'm also worried about my streams getting deleted. Um, but trying something is better than nothing at all. People, armies, stop streaming just because they are scared of their views getting deleted. Not saying we shouldn't stream because of that. I stream all day, every day because I work from home. That is that is the good way of thinking. That is the right way of thinking. I think we need to make it more entertaining somehow. Hype our streaming accomplishments, more have more fun together while streaming. Twitter used to be the best place for such things. Yes, but right now, this is why I just don't want to go back to Twitter because people just say people just scream at each other. We're doing so wrong. We're doing so bad. Where are you? You're useless. I don't want to be there. If it's like that, I don't want to be there. I'm not participating. I'm not participating in a community where everyone is like, we're all doing wrong. Look at our numbers. We're slowing every day. This is impossible. I hate that. I don't want that. Marcos. And this is why I said, like my comment section on my community post, 99%, even 99.5% of the comments are very positive. Everyone is very encouraging. People are like, I'm very busy, but I can do the 20 minutes. Um, People are responding to each other. So that is good. That is a good thing. We should continue like that. So, okay, people saying blue sky threats. I don't think it's necessarily about that because this is what's going to happen. I'm going to create a threads account And you guys that are already here are going to go and follow me there. And it's going to be the exact same people participating. I believe I believe we have to use TikTok. TikTok and Twitter. And I'm not going to be on Twitter right now, but we just have to do something big. It doesn't have to I don't want it to have my name. I just want like everyone to participate. Kashi, thank you so much. It's like how you mentioned in an old video where Spotify and other streaming platform is terrified of BTS. I think that's one of the reasons why armies are scared of streaming. Yes, because I find it very surprising. More people than I realized. Armies in my comment section on the posts say, okay, but how do I stream those? You don't have to do anything. You have to click the playlist and play it. That's it. But yeah, there are so many rules that more casual armies who want to participate a little bit, they are scared of even clicking the playlists. Bora, you should make a Discord like Marcos suggested. Okay, I'll try. Actually, I'm going to write it down because here's the thing. I have no idea how Discord works. No idea. I think I've been on one and I just didn't get it. Yeah, I'm writing it down. Bora Discord. I think it's like a chat or something. Mm. Marcos, sí me entendiste. Vamos a hacer los mismos que aquí. That's what I'm saying. Those communities, threads, and what's the other called? Blue Sky. It's going to be you guys all over again. It's going to be us just in another platform. People who don't watch my videos are on TikTok. People who don't follow me here are on TikTok. We need to target TikTok. I believe that's where we need to focus on. Now, how do we do that? I have no idea. I just know that we have to do it somehow, some way. I don't understand Discord. Yeah, me neither. But I guess I can watch some tutorials or something. Off topic, but how do you make such cool PPTs on Canvas? How do you do those things that it sentence lights up while others aren't? I have projects. I mean, I just use the charts from here. So, for example, here it's not really highlighted. It's just that I use a different color that is kind of like a shade. Also, here, when you do like this, that is already programmed from Canva. I don't have to do anything. Oh, and this is just here. Transparency is just like this. So it's not that complicated. You just have to figure out a little bit. Mm, maybe if you get a good 1 minute clip of your videos and post them on TikTok, it would attract more TikTok armies to the channel. I don't know if the videos, because, for example, right now, thank you, Elaine. Is it okay to share your playlist on my local army group? Yes, it's totally fine. You can all share the playlist. Um, I would just recommend the first playlist. It had some problems because Mona Lisa were not enough times. So I recommend anything from Running Wild from over here. But I'm going to change the Lost playlist. So I say yes, actually. Share any playlist. It's totally fine. TikTok lives could also be good. Oh, I was talking about TikTok. So I believe that if I explain everything very like I'm doing right now here with the percentages and the guys and all of that on TikTok, people are just not going to listen to it. People are just going to, oh, that's Bora dog. Um I believe on TikTok it has to be something fun, like some kind of fun battle or something like that. How about just like you kept one day for each song for streaming, encouraging armies to make one TikTok using that one song for each day? That would actually be a good idea. Focusing on one song a day or some kind of activity each day on TikTok. Okay, so I'm going to do a poll right now. How many of you guys actually use TikTok? So, do you use TikTok? Going to write down yes, I create content. It can be your own videos for your friends or a fan account, it doesn't matter. So, one option is yes, I create content. Yes, I only watch TikToks. And the third option is no, I don't use it at all. So let's vote. Okay, so 50% of you don't use TikTok. I understand that in some countries you cannot use it, you cannot download it unless you have a VPN. Um, However, that doesn't really matter. Like, even with a VPN, you can still help a song trend. Um, I'm just not a TikTok fan. Okay. Maybe I'm too old. I don't get the TikTok clueless. I don't get TikTok clueless. Okay. EL Army says we have live voting on Mnet app tomorrow at 6 p.m. KST. Please download the app and create an account. Let's give Hobie his Mona Lisa first wing. Yes. So everyone check right now. What time is it going to be tomorrow? 16, no, 6:15 p.m. KST. I'm going to write it down. 6:15 p.m. KST. Mm, okay, so 46% say, yes, I only watch TikToks. That is actually also me. I don't create content on TikTok, I just watch TikToks. Second place is no with 44%. And then number three is yes, I create content. Okay, so 10%, that is actually a lot. We have 208 votes. 209. 10% create TikTok, create content. Okay, so my question now is, from the people who say no, from those 45%, just you guys, everyone else is don't vote for this next one, okay? Who is willing to create an account? Are you willing to create an account for promotion? Yeah, for promotion, for promoting BTS. Are you willing to create an account? Yes. No. So for this next poll, please only those people who said that you don't use TikTok at all. You don't have it right now. Everyone who has an account, don't vote. If you have an account, don't vote. If you have an account, don't vote, please. Mm, okay, so that is the other problem. We all keep talking about TikTok and TikTok, and 75% of armies are not willing to create an account on TikTok at all. So that's the other thing. And that is totally fine. I like that you guys are being honest, because if you're going to lie and say, yes, I will create an account for BTS, that would be a lie, because in the end you would do nothing. Um TikTok isn't just dancing though. That's that's the thing. Like, I totally understand people who don't get TikTok. However, I don't get people dancing on my TikTok ever. The only people that I get dancing on my TikTok is BTS and J-Hope right now, because he's the only one making TikToks dancing. That's the only person that I have TikToks of dancing on my For You page. Um, TikTok is it depends on you. What you start liking appears more to you, and it's your algorithm. That's why it's so addicting, because it's what you like. My TikTok is full of BTS, TV shows that I like, movies that I like. It's kind of like that. It depends on you. It's not just, I think I'm too old for it. I don't feel the appeal. That is totally fine. And I mean, I wish I could convince every single army to download TikTok and promote BTS, but if you don't want to, that's totally fine. I'm just saying that you should at least give it a try, because you will find so much fun content. Even if you think that you're going to hate it, the algorithm at the beginning you're going to not like it, because the algorithm is trying to understand you, what you like. But once you fix your algorithm, it's it's addicting. That's the problem for so many people. My TikTok is 100% BTS. LOL. I create an account for them. Yeah, I mean, BTS is like 50% of my TikTok. The other 50% is full of movies and series that I like, content creators, people who make video essays and stuff like that. It really depends on you. I thought that I was too old as well, but I end up going through YouTube Shorts anyway. So that's the thing. YouTube Shorts is TikTok. If you're watching a YouTube short, it's most definitely also on TikTok. Doom scrolling is a real problem, but I mostly get funny BTS edits, so I can't stop. Isn't it the same? Yes, it is the same. Actually, I have not found a single influencer, content creator who does only TikTok and not, who does only YouTube Shorts and not TikTok. If you're watching someone on YouTube Shorts, it's on TikTok. It most definitely is. The the reels on Instagram actually aren't from TikTok also. Yes, also. Um I don't use reels, to be honest, but it's also the same thing. Like, if an influencer or a content creator posts something on TikTok or Instagram, they're most likely also going to post it on TikTok. Okay, so what can we do next? I was thinking of, okay, we have this information about armies who are right here participating. I can definitely share more playlists. I don't know when. This week I cannot do it. So maybe starting from next week. But I also wanted to do something about YouTube, which is going to be even crazier because we all know that YouTube deletes our views and is going to continue happening. And I know that I'm going to get more comments with the same thing. I don't even know if I should stream your playlist because YouTube deletes our views. And once again, it's the same thing. It's the same scare, um, the same fear that we all have. Um, I'm so scared of my views getting deleted that I'm not even going to even try. I am Gen Z, but I don't understand TikTok and I don't like it. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think at this point we're not going to convince more armies to join TikTok. I think it's just going to be the ones who already are in TikTok. Um, those are the ones that we're going to have to do something on TikTok because we're not bringing more armies to TikTok. They're just not going to join. That's what I'm gathering right now from the comments right here. YouTube is okay. My voice. I don't understand the scare of deleted thing. Who cares if they delete some? They won't delete all. But I also think the same as you. It's just that it is a reality. So many people comment the same thing. Um, that not just when it comes to streaming on Spotify, but also on YouTube. Actually, a lot from YouTube. It's always, but YouTube deletes our streams. But YouTube does this. But Spotify does this. And it's true. And we should keep talking about it. Yes. But we need to continue because it's true. YouTube deletes our views. And that is 100% a fact. Because just go and see the likes to views ratio. BTS Mona Lisa, for example, has so many likes for such a small amount of views. That is not normal. But because our views get deleted, armies get disencouraged and they stop streaming altogether. We shouldn't disencourage armies, but deleted streams shouldn't be ignored. Definitely. We still need to call YouTube out. Definitely. Why do they delete? Um, Allegedly, BTS just doesn't pay for views. BTS just doesn't pay for ads, and YouTube hates it. YouTube hates that BTS doesn't pay for ads. Again, allegedly, blah blah blah. But yeah, BTS doesn't pay for ads for their views, and YouTube doesn't like that because other K-pop groups do. So of course YouTube YouTube gets money when these other groups pay for views. So of course they're not going to delete those, but they're going to delete BTS because how dare BTS not pay for views? Um, we're going to punish them. Allegedly, again, allegedly. Okay, so what can we do on YouTube? What can we do on YouTube? I was thinking because that's the other thing when it comes to playlists on YouTube. Playlists do count. Like if you watch, for example, my playlist, you can go here to my channel, go to the end, and I have two playlists. A Stream BTS Chapter 2. These are all the playlists from Chapter 2. And I have BTS music videos road to 1 billion views. So these are the music videos that are next to hit 1 billion views. And I also have here Dynamite, which is close to 2 billion views. Um, However, what you need to know is that when you watch these playlists, it's not that YouTube is going to delete the views. It's just that YouTube is going to take longer to recognize your streams, to recognize your views. So if you're very busy, just play the playlist. Yes, YouTube is going to take longer to accept those views, but they are going to. It's better to stream now and the views get recognized in 2 weeks than you don't stream at all, because we're not supposed to stream YouTube playlists. You can and you should. If you don't have time, you should stream YouTube playlists. These YouTube playlists right here, I have two on my channel. And that's all you need to know. Your views will be counted just a little later. That's it. Unless you turn it into a QU. That's what I do, because I want the I have when I have the free time, like right now, for example, days like today, I have free time, so I'm going to do a QU of BTS's music videos. I have the time. I can do one by one, add one by one. However, when I'm very busy, I just use the playlist. It doesn't matter if it's counted today, tomorrow, in 1 week, in 2 weeks, in a month. It doesn't matter. Those views are going to get counted. Yeah, I don't have time to manually stream on YouTube, but I put on a playlist on YouTube. Exactly. If you cannot manually stream, so choose one song, next song, next song. I just Bora, you're so cute. Q is pronounced Q. I say QU. It's not QU. I say QU. Is it if it's pronounced Q? Why don't you guys just have like a Q? It has like a U, an E, a U, and an E. That's crazy. Who invented that word? Q. That doesn't make any sense. Q. Q U. It's just like the letter Q. That is embarrassing. I didn't know. It just doesn't make sense. It has so many letters for what? It's just one letter. You're just supposed to pronounce one letter and just forget about the other four letters. It's French. Okay. So those are other rules, I guess. Then why are we using it in English? English is just vibes. Yo la pronuncio como QU. Yo siempre he dicho QU. Porque en español se puede decir QU. And I just say QU. QU. Anyways, Q or whatever. Because English has words from everywhere. It's too much. I cannot keep up with the English. So many mistakes. I said debuted instead of debut. I said choreography instead of choreography. Choreography instead of choreography. I said QU instead of Q. It just doesn't make any sense. I also said it's so embarrassing because it's the title of the video that I mispronounced the entire time. I said cleanse instead of cleanse because of the fandom cleanse. I think it's pronounced cleanse. I think, but I'm not sure. Spanish is more difficult. No, it is not, because we are always consistent with our vowels. In English, it's not like that. English is more difficult because Spanish is more difficult when it comes to um verbs being conjugated is a word. And so the past and future for each verb, that is difficult. But the pronunciation, it's just like Korean. It's very consistent in Spanish. So if you are reading new words in Spanish and you're just learning Spanish, you're most probably not going to mispronounce them. But that doesn't happen in English. The English language is not logical. Exactly. Anyways, let's do our cue, you guys. Our cue. Okay, so what do you guys think I should focus on next? Should I try doing something about YouTube? Should I do YouTube playlists? Or are you against the idea of YouTube playlists? Or should I continue on Spotify? Or try to do something on TikTok, which is going to be way more complicated because I'm seeing right here that people just don't use TikTok. And a lot of you guys don't use TikTok and are not willing to download TikTok. So that would be very, very complicated because there will be only some of us. YouTube, okay. YouTube playlist will be great. Okay, so who says that maybe YouTube playlist? No, because let's remember, um, I don't remember. Does any of you guys remember how long it takes for YouTube to recognize the views from YouTube? Because when it's on a playlist, I don't know if it's 1 week or 2 weeks, but it takes YouTube a while to recognize the views from playlists. So for example, if I share playlists with Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams, which are very important right now, we need the streams for right now. If I share a playlist with Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams, I thought 24 hours. Wasn't it like a week? I thought it was after the first week. Mm, I'm not sure. Is it take that long? I think so. I don't know if like a full week, 3 to 4 days. Okay, maybe it was 3 to 4 days. I don't remember. I never knew YouTube didn't add views like that. YouTube does add all the views from YouTube playlists, but it takes a while. I don't know if 24 hours or a couple of days or a week. I don't know why my mind was always a week. Maybe it was 24 hours, 2 to 4 days. Okay, so that's not that bad. BTS paved the way. Thank you so much. I'm old Bora, but I'm willing to learn because I love BTS. That is awesome because that's the other thing. I'm trying to do this as easy as possible. Um, because some armies, I could teach armies to how to make a playlist and everything, but the majority of them are just not going to participate. They just have to have one playlist and that's it. Okay, so as I was saying, we need Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams views right now. Is it okay if I focus on YouTube playlists? Or do you have any other idea for YouTube playlists? Because I feel like some people are going to be out there saying, why are you sharing YouTube playlists when you should encourage people to stream manually? Should I even do the playlist? I'm going to do a poll. What should I do on, no, for YouTube? For YouTube. Option one is share playlists. Second option is encourage manual streaming. So the playlist, let's remember that it takes it takes a couple of days to be counted. It takes days. I can write it. I can write so many words. But, anyways, if I share playlists, those views will take some days to get counted. The views. So I share the poll because I can feel it already. Like people are going to say, "Why are you encouraging a streaming playlist when you should encourage manual streaming?" It takes normally 24 to 48 hours for a view to be recognized and even longer for popular videos. Do both. Okay, I can do both. I can definitely do both. I can share a playlist and then share a picture with instructions on how to do a queue for people who have the time. Add notes to queue the contents of the playlist if they can. That is okay. I'm going to do that because I feel like that would make so much sense. People are lazy, promote both. Okay, so I'm going to do both. I'm going to share the playlists. However, I am going to promote. I'm going to recommend people to do a queue if they have the time. Even though playlists take longer to be counted, makes people life easier, and you already said people want easy. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to do both. Mm, okay, so what should we focus on YouTube? Once again, let's not add a lot of videos. I believe right now it definitely should be Mona Lisa music video, Sweet Dreams music video, and Dope, I believe. Dope music video. Dynamite, right. 2 billion. Okay, so Dynamite. Maybe an hour long. Yes, how long should it be? One should be short, which is, I believe, these four should be the mandatory ones. So 20 minutes, these are the 20 minutes, nothing more. But if we can do an hour long playlist, why don't we use the same playlist from last week? I believe it's completely different. So, for example, adding fake love, for example, wouldn't matter here because fake love already has a billion views on YouTube. Um, so it wouldn't count. So let's choose for the longer playlists. Let's do one for each member. Onion Bitch, thank you so much. If I have a visual idea sketch where I can send it of the playlist, if I have a visual idea slash sketch, where can I send it? Oh, okay. Um, I'm not checking lately too much, but where is it? I thought it was here. Oh, yeah. See here on my information, then more info, and then this little here, it says view email address. But wait a second. Mm, okay, here. to this email address, veracitymagcontact@gmail.com. Veracitymagcontact@gmail.com. I'm not checking right now, but I'm going to get back to it. So if you want to send any visual ideas or sketches or anything like that, you would send it to veracitymagcontact@gmail.com. That is the email. Okay, so let's get back to it. Let's choose just one. Once again, let's keep it simple. One for Namjoon, one for Jin, one for Suga. Kim Namjoon, Kim Seokjin, Min Yoongi, Jung Hoseok. We already have Jung Hoseok, Park Jimin, Jimin, Kim Taeyong, Lee Jungkook. Okay, so which music video should we focus on for Namjoon? I believe that Wildflower already surpassed 100,000. So should we really focus on Wildflower or in Lost or in Come Back to Me? Because I believe Come Back to Me has more. Yes, Come Back to Me has 20 million, 21 million. Lost has 15 million. Or maybe Wildflower. I think it's between those three, right? I'm going to do a poll. Let's do the poll really quickly. Let's say RM music video. Which one should we focus on? Wildflower, Lost, or Come Back to Me? Just a reminder, Wildflower has 116 million. Then Lost has 15 million. Lost 16. I'm going to write it down because people don't remember then. And Come Back to Me has 21 million. Okay, so let's vote. Only one. And it's true, Lost is the music video winning right now all of those awards as well. How many views does Wildflower have? Wildflower has 116 million. Mm, what's the goal for RM though? I'm not sure. I mean, the music video that is being promoted right now because it's winning awards and stuff is Lost. Um, Come Back to Me is the one that is on the lead right now from the new songs, and then Wildflower is the most streamed, the most viewed RM music video. Mm, Lost then. Let's do Lost. Okay. Okay, so let's do Lost is shorter, right, as well. I mean, not really. 525, 542, 449. So just by a few seconds. Okay, so Lost won. So let's focus on Lost. For Jin, we have, let's see, because there's I'll Be There and there's Running Wild. So Running Wild is at 21 million. I'll Be There is 31 million. But Running Wild is newer. Let's do the poll. Let's do Running Wild 21 million, or I'll be there 31 million. Okay, let's vote. Running Wild or I'll Be There for Jin. I also thought of The Astronaut, but The Astronaut is 124 million. It's already over 100 million. Okay, so the majority says Running Wild, so let's do Running Wild. Running Wild. Okay, let's see for Yoongi, August D. So it definitely has to be from the new ones. We have Hegum. Hegum is about to hit 100 million. So Amygdala, it cannot be. I really wish it could. It could even be an option, but it can't be because once you open the video, this appears, and when it's on a playlist, the playlist stops. So unfortunately, you cannot stream Amygdala on a playlist. You just cannot. You have to do it manually, unfortunately. So it's between People Part 2 and Hegum. Hegum, right? Because it's about to hit 100 million. Amygdala, it cannot be, guys. Amygdala cannot be. Hegum. Okay, let's do Hegum. Let's do Hegum. Okay, for Jimin, it has to be Who, right? Who. It's about to hit 100 million. Any objections for Jimin's Who? If you object, say I object. Okay, no one objects. Who is fine. Okay, perfect. So for Taeyong, what do we have? We have Friends at 62 million, Slow Dancing at 65 million, pretty close. Love Me Again. Winter Ahead is newer, only 4 months ago, 18 million. I think we will have to vote for this one. So let me write it down on a poll because there's so much options, so many options. So V music video. We have Friends. It's at 62 million. 62 million. We have Slow Dancing. It's at 65 million. And then we have Love Me Again. It's over 100 million, so no. And then we have Winter Ahead. Remember that Winter Ahead is the newer music video. But Friends is also new, kind of new. So which one should we focus on? Remember that Winter Ahead is newer, is the newest release. Then Winter Ahead, we have to increase the views. Yeah, I don't. Okay, for the people who say slow dancing, can you say why? Because I'm focusing a lot on Winter Ahead in general. Like it's not even been a year, it's been 4 months. So for everyone who says slow dancing, why? Why should it be a slow dancing? Oh, people say slow dancing to 100 million. The song is short. Oh, okay. Winter Ahead is 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Slow Dancing is 3 minutes. It's close to 100 million. And also, it is short. Okay, so can we just do both? Hmm. Okay, let's do this. There are different there are different playlists of different times. Since I just want to focus on one for each of them. For Taeyeon, let's focus. I mean, you voted for slow dancing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the poll between slow dancing and winter ahead because we're going to focus on both. I'm just saying which one should have the priority over those two. Just a tiny bit of priority because slow dancing. Because this is for the 20 minutes. So that is pretty clear. 20 minutes. This one should be no longer than an hour. But this one can be, for example, for the 3 hours. And for the 3 hours or 7 hours, we can do more than one. So we're going to go back to that. But between Winter Ahead and Slow Dancing, which one should definitely be on the 1 hour playlist? Only one of them. Slow Dancing. Okay. Does the YouTube views count for the year endings awards? I believe so. I think it does. Okay, so Slow Dancing wins again. So Slow Dancing. I get it. It's shorter and it's already doing well. So for this one, let's do Winter Ahead and Slow Dance. Okay, for Jungkook. I get, I guess that's how democracy works. Yes, that's how it works. Okay, so standing next to you, 182. Is there anything that is very important for us to focus on from Jungkook? Because there are so many. Extending next to you is close to 200 million. Okay. Dreams on Water. Yes, I am. Hate You. Hate You is not here. Hate You. Come on. Hate You. So Hate You has 50 million. But yes, it is a visualizer. Okay, I'm seeing comments all over the place. So let's just do a poll because I have no idea. So for Jungkook, we have Hate You. It was Standing Next to You and 3D. Okay, those are the closest one to goals, I believe. Mm, okay, so majority says Standing Next to You. So let's focus on Standing Next to You. And then the second one is Hate You. So for the longer playlist, Standing Next to You and Hate You. Now, should we push 7 to 1 billion? That was what I was thinking, but no one said 7. No one said 7. So, okay, so for this one, let's also say another one for RM. The second song for RM should be Come Back to Me or Wildflower. This is for RM, the second song, the longer playlist. People say Come Back to Me. Okay, so let's put Come Back to Me. Now for Jin, I think for Jin it should be I'll Be There because it's the newest one alongside Running Wild. So should Jin's second music video be I'll Be There? Yes or no? Because if it's no, we're going to have to choose between the others. Yes. Okay. So Running Wild and I'll Be There. Now for Suga, remember that we cannot do amygdala. I'm so sorry. Like it gets it's there's just so many problems with it because you if it's on a playlist, it just cannot be on a playlist, guys. It stops the playlist completely. It skips. People Part 2. Snooze doesn't have a music video. This is not an official music video. It's a fan edit. So, okay, some people are saying Dechuita. mm, Celine says that instead of Hate You because it's a visualizer, we should do 7. I also thought that, but no, everyone was saying Hate You instead of 7. Dechuita or People Part 2. Okay, it's between those two. Let's see. August D. August D second music video. Should it be Dechuita? No, Dechuita. Sí, yeah, Dechuita. Dechuita or People Part 2. Remember, People Part 2 is newer. However, it is a collaboration. So, Dechuita or People Part 2. Dechuita. Okay. For the very long playlist, don't worry. I'm going to include um other music videos. So people are saying the seven comment. So let's make sure that we're all on the same page, or at least democracy. For Jungkook, we have either hate you or hate you visualizer. Let me write it down. Hate you visualizer or standing, no, not standing next to you. Seven music video. To 1 billion. I mean, yeah, it kind of is to 1 billion, but let's say to 600 million. Mm, and the visualizer hate you. Okay, let's do Jungkook's one more time. Hate you visualizer or seven music video. Amygdala first song. Yes, so I'm going to do that and I'm going to do the instruction thing. But it cannot be any other time than the first. It has to be the first and that's it. Amygdala will just confuse people. Yes, because what if it skips either way? I don't know, I can try. Hate You is a solo, Seven is a collab. What else can I? Okay, let me do it one more time, clarifying everything. One last time. This is the last time for Jungkook. No more conversation, okay? So for Jungkook music video number two, because number one is definitely standing next to you. So we have Hate You, Visualizer, solo song with 50 million. And then we have seven music video collab. This is the last time, okay? Mm, 69% says seven music video. Okay, so let's do seven. Okay. We need a second song for Jimin. Which second song should we focus on for Jimin? We have Set Me Free, Like Crazy, Esmeralda Garden Marching Band. Closer Than This. Isn't that a fan song? Like Crazy. Closer Than This. I was not expecting you guys to say Closer Than This. Oh my goodness, it's all over the place, the comments. Okay, let me do all of them so we can vote. So let's do Jimin second music video focus. So we have Closer Than This. It's at 33 million. Next we have Esmeralda Garden Marching Band. It's at 32 million. People said Like Crazy. Like Crazy. 162 million. and people are saying Set Me Free. Set Me Free. Part 2, 169 million. Okay, vote correctly. Be sure of what you're voting because people keep saying, oh, like I voted as a mistake. So please read correctly. This is for Jimin's second song. The first one is definitely going to be Who. Um, okay, so wow, it's all over the place. It's definitely between Set Me Free and Like Crazy. Both are 35%. 35%. What are we voting for? Just got here. We are doing um playlists for YouTube and we need to focus on certain songs. So for Jimin, we're going to focus on Who. However, which other Jimin song can we focus on after Who? Who receives priority, but after Who, which one should we focus on? So 38% say Like Crazy and 34% say Set Me Free Part 2. So let's just vote between those two. Like Crazy or Set Me Free Part 2. So let's do Jimin second second priority music video. We have Like Crazy. Like Crazy is at 162 million. Then we have Set Me Free Part 2. It's at 169 million. Pretty close to Like Crazy. Okay, between these two, only one. Only one to focus on. Oh my goodness, it's very close. Mm, this is why my playlists are always so long. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's 50-50, literally. 51% Set Me Free Part 2. Okay, so people saying that it should be Like Crazy, they are saying it because they say that it's the title track. Now, people who are saying Set Me Free Part 2, why do you say Set Me Free Part 2? Why that song instead of Like Crazy? Both. No, I can't. I mean, I can include other songs for the longer playlist, but for the basic ones, I can only choose one. Set Me Free is closer to 200 million. Okay. Oh my goodness. Both are exactly at 50%. Set Me Free Part 2, 51%. Let's see. We should do rock, paper, scissors. Both are exactly 50%. What if you check the daily streams? Yes. Why Flower? We already voted for Namjoon songs. It's only 7 million difference. Can you text Borases and have her be the a tiebreaker? You break the tie. I don't want to. I want this to be a democracy. Semi free part two just hits different. I mean, right now, like crazy is a 51%. So like crazy. That's what it's winning right now. Like crazy is getting more daily streams, I guess. Did you vote? I voted, but that shouldn't matter. Like that is my opinion. I'm just one more vote. I'm not having the final decision. Can we see the daily streams for both? Okay, let me check the BCD net. Let me see. YouTube. One second, guys, as I look for the daily streams. But democracy is not working now. What? I don't know why I cannot see. It's giving me error. I cannot see the. Can anyone see? Can anyone check? Anyways, I cannot. I don't know why I cannot see it. It says error when I try to see the which one is gaining more streams daily. So, like crazy is right now at 51%. So, let's say like crazy. Where can we check those information? I say BCD/net, and then it's this BTS on Spotify charts is the first option. However, I go here to YouTube and it's not working for some reason. I don't know why. Over here, you cannot see it because it's cut right here, but over here there's a YouTube button. But yeah, it keeps giving me error when I click it. So yeah, those are the songs. Of course, I don't even have to ask you about the next BTS song because I know that it's right here. After Dope, we should focus on Save Me and then Fire. So after Dope, BTS. Focus on Save Me and Fire. Those are the BTS songs. And then for the 1 hour, probably just Save Me. Okay. It's error for me too. Yeah, that's weird. There's a problem with the site, apparently. Why does it say Lisa? Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Yeah, I need. Anyways, so any objections, any other suggestions? Daily views are also very close. What about Dope? Yes, Dope is right here. The 20 minutes are going to be everywhere. These are going to be focused. Um, Dope is right here. It's very, very important right now. Fire is in 1 decade. Yes, definitely. As you can see here, I have the correct videos. 1 decade for Dope, and then high labels for Save Me, and then 1 decade for Fire. Those are the correct channels. And I'm going to include those in the playlist. So Bora singing. 51.49. Okay, so for the 20 minutes is this one. And then for the 1 hour and 3 hours and 7 hours. I don't know if 7 hours I'm going to do one, but I'll see what I do. But the 20 minutes, those are the basics for everything. Basics. You guys are saying 50-50, but I'm seeing 51.49. I don't know why. I vote for Yet to Come as well, just because it's 2025. I would probably add Yet to Come eventually, in the longer playlist. Take Two or Yet to Come. Okay, some people are saying Yet to Come, some people are saying Take Two. I will probably add both of them on the longer playlist. Um, we should add Yet to Come. Yeah, so I'm adding Yet to Come and Take Two on the longer playlist. But for now, let's focus on these. Okay, so that is all I have for today. We chose these songs and I'm going to do some playlists. Probably we're going to start Monday of next week. Um I want to see if we can actually start from a Monday. Okay, so that is all. If you want to stream on your own, these are the songs that we're focusing on. But I will do playlists and the same with like Spotify. I'm going to share the playlist and all of that. So thank you so much for being here and see you on Friday. I'm going to be here with my sister and we're going to watch some clips from the concert, from J Hope's concert in LA, and it's going to be so much fun. Okay, so thank you everyone and goodbye. Okay, goodbye everyone. Now actually goodbye.